Welcome to this online version of our Job Search Strategies Workshop, brought to you by the Career Services Office at the State University of New York at Oswego. We hope this information is helpful as you begin to negotiate the job search process. I'm Gary Morris, and I've been helping students at SUNY Oswego for over 12 years. Today we'll discuss some ways you might go about managing your career, specifically through the job search component. Feel free to pause the movie at any time to read the content in more detail. So, there's good news and bad news. Let's get the bad news out of the way first. You've undoubtedly seen the headlines. Michigan State University conducts an extensive survey each year that serves as a useful benchmark career centers use to gauge the job market for new grads. They've indicated that, in short, seniors work much harder to find less opportunity this year. This is your call to urgency. I like to focus on the good news. You can get through this successfully, and our Career Center is here to help you every step of the way. Let's briefly examine why employers want to hire you to begin with. The National Association of Colleges and Employers conducts nationwide surveys, and employers indicate that these are the main reasons they seek entry-level college graduates. The next few slides are courtesy of their important research. Now we know why they want to hire you. Where will they look for you? Internships are key, not only for related experience and potential references, but because employers use their intern program as a feeder pool for new hires. Now the big question. What are they looking for in new hires? This is a short but important list. If you can't demonstrate skills in these areas, you'll be at a distinct disadvantage relative to your competition. Just as important, what do employers think, in general, that you lack? Being able to tackle these issues head-on in the job search process will quickly separate you from the pack. One of the biggest challenges students face is the transition away from self to other, especially in the world of Facebook, MySpace, and other social networking media that tends to focus on the me. Your college experience was, in large part, about how we can all help you pick classes, choose majors, be happy. You've spent 16 years with the world truly caring about you, your development, your interests, your goals. Now you need to focus on how you can help your next employer. In general, career management cycles through the self-assessment phase to the career exploration phase. Ideally, you coordinate your education and training with your career goals and then implement a successful job search, or graduate school search if necessary. For this presentation, we'll assume you've worked through self-assessment and career exploration phases. But keep in mind that these factors will influence your job search. If you need assistance with assessing your values, interests, and skills and relating them to potential career options, contact our Career Services Office and we'll be happy to help. There are many ways to find a job, but generally you'll want to stay focused, stay organized, set goals, and work a timeline. There are many factors that will have significant influence in your job search. Be aware of the importance of these factors and integrate them into your decisions. Career Services has several excellent tools to help you gather information on industries and companies. We can also help you develop a strategy for connecting with these organizations. As you can see, there are a variety of ways to gather information, which in turn will help you make the best decisions about your job search. Marketing yourself to an employer can take several forms. It's important that you excel in each of these, demonstrating your expertise in the skill they most value, communication. Networking is consistently rated as the #1 strategy for finding a job. It's about establishing relationships that you can use at a later date, about giving people a reason to want to help you. This process takes time, so you'll want to start early. One of the many strategies is to develop a list of organizations in which you are interested and a corresponding list of connections you may have to that organization. Stay organized. Keep track of when you contacted someone, the nature of the contact, dates to follow up, additional referrals you may connect with, and any other pertinent details. These are the basic steps to connecting with someone. Stay organized and approach this process like a class assignment, a very important class assignment that you need to ace. This is your basic introduction to your contact. This can come in the form of an email, a letter of introduction, or a phone conversation. You can use this format when you walk to the table at a job fair or over lunch with an alum of this college. Be articulate, concise, and engaging. As a student, you have the advantage of getting in the door, so to speak, under the umbrella of learning. Employers are flattered when a student contacts them to set up an informational meeting to ask questions about their company, their own career path, and advice and suggestions on what you should be doing now. As a soon-to-be graduate, also known as a typical job seeker, you will not have a fraction of this access. Use your time as a student to network as much as possible. Prepare for informational interviews like they were actual interviews, because they just might turn into one. Stay focused on the task at hand. You'll need results from these meetings. In addition to networking strategies, there are many other strategies you should consider using. Don't focus on one method to find a job. At this point, I'd like to focus in an area where many students tend to gravitate to anyway, the online job search. The Career Services Office at SUNY Oswego is here to help you. Please call on us for assistance in this very critical phase of your college career. We have more extensive resources on all the subjects we covered in this presentation. We are located in the Campus 142 Campus Center or at oswego.edu/careerservices. Our next video will focus on the online job search, the transition process from college student to professional, and dressing for success.